So at this point, we have seen what is happening here, the activities that is ongoing. Land preparation is still in process. So I'll be talking to Mr. Emmanuel Kojo Sam to join me here, and then we would discuss briefly what he has seen, his take about the land texture, the environment itself. Is the right practice ongoing? And are we going to be successful in this journey of cultivating coconut? So, Ima, please join me. Let's have a quick conversation. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Professionally, what do you do?
I'm an agric extension agent.
Okay. And what are some of the activities or some of the supervision work you do when you visit the field?
Oh, I do across every crops and animals in the animal agric settings. And basically, we advise farmers to undertake every project that they want to pursue.
Okay.
For instance, there are a lot of farmers and commercial farmers in the district right now.
Yeah.
Right now, currently, we are having close to about 27 serious poultry farmers in the district. And we have about 36 mainstream rubber farmers, commercial maize and cassava farmers as well.
Okay.
So we are now developing them, assisting them in everything that they need to do in order to pursue what they want to achieve.
Okay. Now, where we are now, this village I'm told is called Akroma. Yes. And the owner of this farm live elsewhere, outside Ghana. Yeah. Now, his intention is to cultivate 3 acres of coconut farm. Yeah. The one we already have here, I'm told is a local variety, right? Okay. So what I want to find out from you, when we arrived at the farm, you can see activities are ongoing. Yeah. They've cut down some trees. Behind us, we can even see some oil palm tree and all that. Now, what is your professional view for what is going on here?
For my experience, I think they are good to go with the land preparation. Right. But the only problem is, look at where the stumps are. Okay. They will encounter a lot of problem when they are doing the lining and pegging around their side. Okay. Because a lot of the stumps...
Which side? Let's move towards there.
Around this area.
Okay, this side. Okay.
They will encounter some issues when they are doing the lining and pegging. Okay. At times, some of the pegs will fall in between where the stumps is. Okay. So they need to reposition it. Okay. That's for the first part of it. Okay. And where they planted the acacia, getting to the later part of the far end. Okay. That place too, they are going to encounter the same issue.
With the lining and pegging. Again. Okay.
And even the planting of the coconut seedlings. Okay. So for the acacia plant, that won't be a big challenge because they can dig and just remove the stumps out of the soil and they can do the replanting. as well.
Okay. You mean they can uproot the entire acacia plant
roots.
and then the roots?
Yeah.
Then they'll go ahead and plant the coconut.
Yes.
Okay, but you were mentioning some challenges they'll be having with the oil palm tree that they have cut down. So instead of cutting, they should have leave it.
No.
What then were they supposed to do?
After cutting and harvesting of the palm wine,
yes,
they can do their practice.
Okay.
But after 6 weeks of the farmer doing everything in connection with tapping of the palm wine, the stumps or the fell out palm trees will be a hiding place for rhinoceros beetle.
Okay.
So after every some weeks, they need to start spraying the felled palm tree.
Okay.
To avoid the multiplication and everything.
Of that insect you're mentioning.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So in that case, would you then advise that if I'm going to purchase or lease a land for farming, I should not go for lands that have enough oil palm trees on it?
No. You can just go for any land.
Okay.
Because now land is scarce within our district.
Right.
And those who are going in for bigger land size for propagation, you don't know what is in the land. There are some places you find what bigger trees underfoot. Even after felling, that place will be a hideout for rhinoceros beetle.
Okay.
So it's possible you need to concentrate on what you want to do, and you get the right chemicals that you need to throw as early as possible.
All right, but how about they cutting it into pieces and move it from the field? Would that be a solution?
No, that would not be a solution as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is happening here? They are still clearing or packing the trees that they have cut. So right after, removing or creating enough space, what is the next step or next stage of the land preparation?
They have started planting from the far end.
Okay.
So there is no need for you to get bend around that side.
They shouldn't bend anything?
No.
Okay.
They will have to leave it for it to get rot and be as a mulch.
To the land?
To the land.
Okay.
But for this place where they have not done anything, for this area they can just leave it for like 3 weeks, 1 month and burn it.
Okay.
And then, because the stumps over here and the palm fronds are too many in it.
Too many?
Yes, they need to bend around the side for them to be able to plant around the side.
Okay. Also, about the weather, the rain pattern here, how is it like?
You have asked a bigger challenge. You see, previously our raining pattern around this jurisdiction was quite okay.
Okay.
For the past, I think 2-3 years now, we are facing on and off raining pattern. Even last year, around somewhere later November, we experienced a shortage of rains around this side, getting to the coastal belt.
Okay.
The district has been divided into two. There are some places getting closer to the coastal belt, and the other portion of it to getting closer to the forest area. That's the Kakum National Forest. So around this side, at times, planting coconut needs to be started around May, June. June.
Okay, that's the right time to start planting your coconut.
Around this area.
All right. Do you let's take a walk and get closer to where they did the planting. Do you still supply farmers with the coconut seedling, or now they buy it themselves?
It depends. I think quite last year we registered close to
farmers.
150,000 farmers.
Okay.
Yes, who are just in need of
coconut
seedlings. But we were not able to get enough request that we were demanding for.
Okay.
So we got only 4,500.
Right.
So we normally advise farmers to, if they have their resources,
they should buy. Okay. So it means there is a backlog.
Yes.
Of farmers who are still waiting for free coconut seedlings.
Yes.
Okay. Also, I would wanted to know more about this 2-acre or 3-acre land. How many seedlings do you think we will be needing to fill up the whole place for the planting?
It depends.
Okay.
It depends. Basically, If a farmer is doing a triangular method with 7.5 by 7.5, it's somewhere around 174 seedlings per hectare. That's what they are saying. This area is 3 acres.
Yes.
That is
almost 3 acres.
Yes, that's a little above a hectare. A little above a hectare of a land. So they are going to get around somewhere around 185 using 7.5 meter by 7.5 meter measurement.
Looking at the way the routes, when we're coming, driving from the roadside through the town to the farm, it means that tractor usage here is very limited. Is that correct?
Yes.
It means the farmers use cutlass and hoe for preparing their land.
You see, our side of the district, that's our biggest challenge. Yeah, because our land is not as movable as when you compare it to Winchi, Techiman, and Kransa, Ejura. There are a lot of stamps within our land. So land preparation is costly within our side as compared to those
other regions.
Yes.
So it means that the farmers here rely heavily on hoe and cutlass to prepare their land. But we are here now where some of the coconuts have already been, a few of them have been planted. But that cutlass and hoe is a system we are trying to move away from. But if we still have farmers who use the cutlass and hoe, wouldn't that be time consuming and also expensive for land preparation alone?
Yes. When you look at our environment, you see, the environment is not all that flat, or the land is not all that flat. Yes, around this side, the topography is quite different. When you get closer to Ahunfin, getting to Abrodonko, it's quite different. You see, so when you are just working using tractor around this side, you need to get a brand new tractor. So that you can get a ripper. You move the stumps out from the farm. You move the debris and everything, so that you can the land will be plowable.
It means that
it's costly.
It means that it's very expensive.
Serious.
To prepare your land to the level
that you want
to do your cultivation.
For a serious mechanization field, you have to invest heavily.
So you say regions that have this kind of slopey land, scape. These are Chroma area.
No, it's just a suburb of the entire district that is having these issues. But when you head towards from this side, from Amasma, straight to Putubiu, sort of Abasa, it's the same topography. Up and down, hilly topography, or the entire land nature of the environment. When you move away, get into Aswansi, you get a low-lying area where you have the Aswansi farms. You can get more than 10 acres, 15 acres, 30 acres, low-lying area.
That are very flat?
Yes.
Now,
so it depends.
It depends on where you're getting it. So that's a tip for you if you are in Ghana or outside Ghana and you intend coming to lease or acquire a land in or within these environs. You should get to the agric office and let them guide you or let them enlighten you about the type of land or the kind of landscapes we have in the various community. They should know what you want to produce and advise you on where to get your land. Now, we mentioned that they had planted some of the coconuts already, and this is one among a couple or a few that they've planted. Now, Ima, the land preparation is still ongoing. We still have, long trees lying down and all that. Is it safe or advisable to even plant this seedling in the first place? Is it safe? When work is so heavily...
Where the stumps are many, it's not okay. They should have finished clearing and doing the entire land preparation. Because when you look at around the side, the rains are not setting yet. So when you plant around this time, the entire coconut plant is juicy. And termites around are very dangerous.
They will eat it.
Yes. So when the rains are too many, even where they planted, you see, this place, they can just get into the soil.
Okay.
And just start
eating it
from here.
Okay.
Let me show you one.
Okay.
Let me show you one. There was one that I was happy the way they planted it.
Okay.
You see this one?
Okay.
You see this one?
Yeah.
The way they have placed the coconut seedling.
Yeah, seedling.
It's okay.
Okay.
Termites entry will be very difficult.
Okay.
So with a little bit insecticide application, you are good to go.
Okay. So this way is good.
It's good.
Okay.
Because our land is heavily termite infested area.
Okay.
Within this district, there, when you just plant and you don't apply the
necessary chemicals, the termites will destroy it.
Yes, as early as possible.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So even the time they were about to plant, they should have inserted the nut into insecticide or a desban solution
before. All right. So
you did that.
Okay, so let's be on our feet. Since you have discovered that this place or the land in this area are heavily infected with these termites, what are the prior treatment you advise before I even put my seedling in the ground?
Oh, they said they mix desban.
The desban, if you need the desban solution.
Before
but how about the land itself?
Oh.
Is the desban solution alone enough?
Yes.
Okay.
And where you find their hiding place, you can just make the desban solution. Like this area.
Okay.
So you just dig top of it.
Okay.
And pour the desban solution into it.
You mean that hilly over there?
Yes.
That's their hiding place.
Yes.
So they have to dig it.
Yes. You just scoop or move a small portion of it, and pour the desban solution into it.
Okay, so it means that this is a tip for every farmer. If you have a farmland and you have this thing, what do you even call it? Termite mold. Yeah. And you have a termite mold in your farm, what Mr. Ima is advising is that you have to dig a portion of the termite mold and then, mix the desban solution, and then you pour it inside and it will drive all of them away. Yeah.
They will
just die.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we are still here in Akroma community. Akroma. Hey, the chief of this town will finish me today. We are in Akroma and it's a farming community. They do largely oil palm, they do coconuts, and they do...
Around this side, they do much of cassia.
Acacia. Okay. Yes. We'll be doing that interview, that exclusive interview on acacia plants. We'll be doing that interview. But for now, it's all about inspecting a farmland for a client who wants to go into coconut production. So let's wrap up and then we'll move on to, also give some people who like business a lot to know much about acacia plants. And then if they want to go into it, they'll go into it. So finally, professionally, what guidance or advice will you give to this client who has come to lease or buy this land? What are some of the errors you've seen, the corrections you advise that they put in place so that they can have a very nice farming experience?
The issue with our farmers within this district, there are lots of farmers who are doing a serious farming.
Okay.
But most of them find it very difficult to even contact the agric extension agent within their operational area.
Why?
Because, you see, for them moving to the district office to ask for their extension agent, I don't know whether it's a burden for them. So, at times, they will just do the normal planting and do everything. When they start encountering issues, then they start to what?
Run into your end. Okay.
But from the word go, it's a business that you want to undertake.
Right.
So, it's better you seek for the advice as soon as possible from day one. We are there 24/7. Anytime that you call us, we just come and assist you.
Okay. All right. So there you have it. Emmanuel has given his professional advice. It's not good that if you want to start a farm in a particular region here in Ghana, I always say, moment you arrive in that region or that's where your interest lies, look for the agric office. Go to the agric office and have a conversation with them. Tell them what you want to plant. Tell them how many acres of land you want. Tell them who are the owners of the land. Is it chiefs? Is it individuals? Is it for family? Ask all these pertinent questions. Are there land litigation issues? What is the land topography like Ima had mentioned? Are there any ways to treat the land before planting? All these things are very key. And I was asking the farm manager when we were coming, the taboo here, he says on Tuesdays, you don't go to the farm to do any work. So you need to know every pertinent issue in a specific region that you want to lease your land or buy your land for farming. But for now, it is work in progress. The land preparation is still ongoing. They've cut down the trees they need to cut. He's trying to get them off. You can see a man far away who is working. I'm sure he's trying to, pull off the branches, gather them, and take them to go and burn charcoal. All right. Then after that, for the oil palm trees, he says they need to get some solutions as soon as possible to make sure they spray it so that the termites will not worry the coconut they are coming to cultivate. He also made mention about the termite mold that is there. This one is not just for the farmers here. Any farm owner, if you have a termite mold, he says look for the Desmond solution, mix it, dig a part of it, pour it in there, it will kill all of them. So these are all tips that you can get if you go to the agric offices. But if you don't go, you would invest to a certain point, and then by the time you go back, you would have wasted a lot of money. And that's where they start complaining and saying, oh, farming is expensive, it wastes money, it's not good. That's not the truth. My name is Anyonam, and this is the Ghanaian Farmer. Get interactive on our page on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and on Twitter. Let's hear from you. If you are outside Ghana, you want to go into farming, whichever region you want to farm at, reach out to us. We would help you get the agric officers like Mr. Yima is doing with us today. They will advise you and help you go through the process smoothly. That's what we want. So subscribe and share that video.